Once you play God, once you play God, they're gonna crumble one by one. Then we gonna ride right into the sun like it's the day my kingdom come. Baby, we're yeah,
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Highly Distracted Podcast, where the distractions are many. And, what was I talking about? Welcome in. I'm your host, MoeHefin. This is ColumnaT. Today, we will be talking about friends. Like, friend groups in general. What was your first friend group kind of deal? Like, what are the friends groups that carried on with you, like, as you grew up? How did they affect you? How did they change you? And I want chat to be, like, active as well, telling us their stories. I'll be reading them on the podcast as well. And yeah, that's the whole idea behind the podcast. But
yeah, believe it or not, we had friends.
Believe it or not, we grew up with friends.
Just like us.
To be fair,
like half friends.
I had way too many friends. Like, growing up, when we decided that this is going to be the first chat that we're going to be having on the stream, I was like, yeah, that I have way too many people to fucking talk about.
Yeah, you had the fucking vision.
Yeah.
This would be our 3 episode.
Yeah, I was like, this is literally, something that we can fucking go by for fucking days. But yeah.
I mean, speaking of friends, it's just that what do you define as a friend? That's the thing.
A definition.
Yeah, I mean, what do you like? When do you decide? Oh, this person I consider as a friend, because I have experienced many people and they call people friends left and right. Like I meet someone that I meet in one in one setting or context, they will like consider me as a friend. Like, dude, we don't hang out or anything. So it's just that.
Okay.
That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting to me.
I think the definition of friend changes as you grow older. You know, when you're a kid, it's those guys that you hang out with during recess, or like that one dude who's your mom's friend's son or daughter that like always comes over when your mom's friend comes to your house in order to play, and you guys just go to your room and like play cars together or random shit, whatever the fuck it was, right?
It just be there.
Yeah,
and do stuff.
But I'm actually curious, chat. What do you think? What defines a friend? But yeah, again, back then, I think it's those people you hang out with during recess, right?
Yeah, the standards are really low back then.
Yeah, but then you grow into middle school, I guess, and those are the people that you actually like meet up with outside of school. Probably go to the internet cafe, play some RuneScape together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then high school, or at least like at the end of high school, those are the people that you kind of like maybe meet up with like at the cafe all the fucking time, or, you know, at the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like the spot. Everybody had the spot.
The spot.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Dina knows this. Like the coffee pot. You know what I'm saying? Like the spot. This is where we always hung out, and it's just nowhere. Like a friend with, as an adult, you can hang out once a year and it's all good. Yeah, to be fair, as an adult, a friend could be a person you hang out with once a year, and that's still a friend. Like, again, it changes. The definition of friend changes drastically as you grow.
I think it's
and
like
older.
individually too. Big. I mean, you have some kind of how can I call it? A certain dynamic between, I mean, on each individual person.
Yeah.
For instance, you can have a person that you like talk to or meet up like once a month or whatever.
Yeah.
And still consider them as a friend. But if it's like someone that you talked or like talk like every day, and then middle of it just stop talking.
Yeah.
Like after a while, do you like consider them as friends, or it just grew out of it and all? Look, it gets really fucking complicated with all the fucking.
Yeah. I think adult friends are a little bit more complicated than that, because, for example, Dina I would still consider as a friend, even though the last time I hung out with her specifically was probably a fucking year ago. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But I would still consider Dina as a friend, because I think as an adult it becomes a thing where, like, your friend is someone who you can call and they'll be there to help you.
Yeah.
I think that's what an adult friend is. Someone who you can kind of be like, hello, like, hey dude, I'm really in a like a fucked up situation, you know, like I need some help. Can you come over and, like, you know, do this? Or, like, you know, drive me to fuck knows where. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a friend when you're an adult. Someone you can rely on.
As long as the friend doesn't ask you to join the pyramid scheme. That would be that is great. It has happened like to me once.
That's like I was gonna ask, like, what the fuck happened?
I mean, it wasn't a pyramid scheme. What was it? A citation mark and all that stuff. But I remember, like, in high school, an old classmate just hit me up all randomly on Facebook, like, "Hey, how are you?" And first I just ignore them, like, I don't care about you. And then later on, they asked me, like, "Hey, how are you?" and all that stuff. So I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, it's good. How about you?" Yeah, fine, and talking now, here and there.
Yeah, you start
And
talking. You're like, hey, you know,
Yeah,
how's the wife? How's the kids? You know, he starts fucking asking them, how's your mom?
I was too young to have
I know.
wife
you
and kids.
you still don't have them, so don't give me that shit.
But then later on, I got into a call with his friend talking about a fucking scheme, or like an energy drink and all that stuff, like a healthy energy drink. Thing is,
Huel?
I forgot
Was it like Huel or
no,
something?
no. It just, I forgot the fucking name.
Okay.
But it was like basically a pyramid scheme. You pay, you join their thing, and then you make others join you, and so it's basically a pyramid
It's
scheme
a
and all that
pyramid
stuff.
scheme. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, but holy shit. That and that's like, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck this fucking person.
I
Man.
mean, I also, so I think while I was still in Ukraine, I don't know, and I think if chat has anybody who's contacted them, like, later on, like a while later, like those high school friends that contact you like 5 or 6 years after you guys graduate, like, hey,
that's weird too.
it happens so much, because it happened to me while I was in Ukraine, because some dude just decided to, one of the guys that I used to hang out with a lot back in high school messaged me, and he's like, hey dude, how's everything, blah blah blah. And it turns out the motherfucker saw, like, the clips that I've been posting from the Twitch stream and all of that, and he realized, like, oh, this guy got a nice little amount of viewership on Twitch. You know what I mean?
The famous one.
Yeah, so now he wanted to, like, ask for advice on how to stream, because he doesn't stream yet, you know? Well, he didn't stream at the time.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
He wanted to ask on advice on how to begin and what to stream and all of that, and if I could, like, give him a shout out. And, like, all that crap, and it's so fucking, he did that. We got into a call. The call was like 2 fucking hours long, because he was, like, just talking to me and asking me all that kind of shit, and I'm just like, bro, stream first and figure out if you like it or not. And then we can talk. But, like,
he was ready. He was fucking ready to buy all the fucking setup and all that stuff.
Actually, Dina, that's the person who called me is definitely someone you know. But yeah. A friend is basically someone who wants the best for you without expecting something in return. Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that I've actually been contacted by like one of I've actually been contacted by a few friends. The
Hmm.
only one that managed to have like a long enough conversation with me without me like ending it was that one guy. And that's because me and him hung out a lot during high school. So you know what I mean? So I was like
Okay. So
excited to catch up.
the tolerance level was
Yeah.
high enough,
Yeah, but
but
other
then
people have messaged me and been like, "Hey, I heard you stream." Yes. Simple. No answer. Like no,
it's just
just
nothing
literally
else.
just yes. That was my.
Such a giga chat.
It's like, oh, like, are you having fun with that? Yes. It's just. I don't
fucking
wanna,
talk to me.
because I know this motherfucker's gonna ask me for like a shout out or like a collab or something. And like you check out some of those motherfuckers' streams, their audio is so garbage. Their visuals or their content is so dumb, and they're literally sitting there dead fucking silent playing their fucking game saying absolutely butt fuck nothing. Like, no man, I don't want to fucking collab with you. Work on your stream first. I've put a lot of fucking effort into it, and it ain't a goddamn charity where I just fucking bring in just the fucking dumbest people on the planet just onto my stream. No, I have standards as to who I bring on my stream, and obviously Columna has fucking
surpassed them.
surpassed those standards. Yeah,
I'm in your pants right now.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Say the name, I'll confirm or deny. But yeah. Yeah, so I've had people contact me, but Columna already knows we've spoken about this while we were like putting the stream together. He's a blonde. No, it's not Shekir. Shekir actually never asked for a shout out from
You're
me.
saying the fucking
I've
name.
shouted him out. No, I've shouted him out personally, but
okay.
he actually started streaming before I did.
And he's asking you for tips and all that stuff.
No, he never asked for tips. To be fair, Shekir, he just kind of does his own thing.
Okay. Okay, it's another.
That's a
person.
completely
Okay,
different
cool.
guy.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, as you already know, I had a friend group back in not preschool. It's not it's like lower school. There's middle school and high school. What's the one between preschool and middle school?
First friends group that we have is it's our dad's sperms. And then when we get to the egg, we lose them all.
Well, I mean, tell me about your dad's sperm, Columna.
I mean, we didn't say much. we just ran
raced.
along.
We just raced.
Yeah, and clearly I won.
Elementary or primary school. Yeah, we just raced, and then the rest of them died, and I ended up being the victor. Yeah,
I won the victory royale of all of them.
So basically, yeah. In primary school, I guess is what Lampard also welcome in Lampard. What Lampard said, primary school, I had my first ever what I would actually call like a proper friends group, because before that, in preschool, I was the Russian kid that came from the Soviet Union at the time. I was born in the Soviet Union, so.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the Soviet Union disengaged like 1998 or something. It was
really
recent. Or like
Holy
1994
shit.
or something. Yeah, I was my parents met in the Soviet Union. So
Wow.
I was like the Soviet kid that only spoke Russian, and I remember pissing myself in the fucking in class once because the teacher wouldn't let me go to the bathroom because I kept looking at her. I was like, "Я хочу в туалет, я хочу в туалет," and she's like, she doesn't understand what the fuck I'm talking about because she speaks English, French, and Arabic, but she never really spoke Russian. And then there's this kid who's jumping underneath. It's like, "Я хочу в туалет," and then and she's just like, "I don't know what to do. Go sit down." And I sat down, and then now there's this pool. of piss.
Wow. Hey,
I just pissed myself in the
you
in the
asserted
class.
dominance.
Yeah,
You asserted dominance in
my
the
mom came
You
to
own that class.
yeah, my mom came to the fucking to the school after that, after like I came back all fucking piss pants and everything. She fucking came and yelled at that teacher. She's like, "Look, he's a child, a 3 or 4-year-old child. He needs either one of two things. He either needs to go to the bathroom or he needs to fucking eat. You give him a sandwich, he doesn't fucking want it, send him out to piss. Like, what else can a child want? Let him go."
True, true.
So yeah.
The other things the children do by themselves, but yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
food and toilet breaks.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing else that you need as a child, and that's that. And my mom was so fucking pissed that the teacher just didn't let me go. But yeah, so in preschool I didn't really have any fucking friends.
After that, or before.
Yeah, we're all the victorious sperm. Goddamn right, Dina, and don't let anybody take that away from you. You are special in that you fucking won that race.
So when you feel bad, just remember.
Mo, you should have
You
held your
won.
little finger. That's universal sign for number 1. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
that finger, that finger, the middle finger. Hell yeah.
Hell, even with natives. Yeah, yeah. So she needs visuals in her class if she's gonna have non-native I was the only non-native speaker in that class. It was weird. I was just this Russian kid. And yeah.
Wait, a Russian kid where? It just
In Lebanon.
okay. Wait,
Yeah.
did you say that, or did I just completely miss that part?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you mention that you were the only Russian kid in Lebanon?
In the class, yes. There are
Yeah, but-
always other Russian kids that were coming. I'm part of a generation of the people whose fathers are doctors.
Mm.
Because
Wow.
if you meet a Russian speaking guy in Lebanon,
Mm.
9 times out of 10 their dad's a fucking doctor, some sort of doctor, because that's where it was cheap for all the Lebanese people to go study medicine.
Mm.
And yeah, it was just cheap to fucking like send their kids to the Soviet Union to study medicine. So more than likely anyone between the ages of like 38 and 23 right now, probably, most likely, if they speak Russian, then their father's a doctor. Sardi,
Still
welcome
going
in.
on.
Yeah. I mean, that was the generation of the guys who went to the Soviet Union to learn medicine and finish their degrees there. So
And now
I was born like late into my dad's like not pre-med, like just general medical education, the 7 years that they do before they
Holy shit.
yeah, they do 7 years, and then they do 7 years of medicine, just general medicine, and then they do 3 to 5 years of specialty medicine, whatever you decide.
Getting a child of your own mid-education, that's fucking
Yeah.
scary.
I was a mistake,
They
as
stand
my
it.
mom has already confirmed on my stream. I was a mistake. I was not
Wow.
planned. My dad came inside,
You're a good mistake.
and
okay?
they
You're-
had to have a shotgun wedding. Where like basically, so my dad's parents wouldn't be disappointed in him for impregnating a lady. My parents like got married while my mom was like in the first month of her
okay.
pregnant.
So,
Like they discovered she's pregnant. That's it. They just fucking scrambled to like put together a wedding. And I think they lied to my dad's parents, saying that like I was born early or something.
okay.
Like
Why?
just because that way, like she got pregnant on the day of the marriage. That's when he inseminated her, if you will.
okay.
I was a
Real
planned
smart
child.
people.
Yeah.
Really smart people.
Yeah, in Soviet Russia, doctor becomes you.
Hey. But
Happy
yeah,
little
back to the
accent.
topic. Friends group.
But yeah,
We just
so I was that, and I didn't speak anything, so I didn't really have a friends group in preschool. I only got a friends group around like second grade, third grade, which is primary school.
damn. That's a few years without a friend group.
Well, until
After
I
the
was able to properly speak Arabic and like actually
then you were
get into
one
like
with the people.
yeah.
J-
I had one friend, which is the person that Dina mentioned,
The blondie.
the blondie Shaker. He was my only friend because his mom was friends with my mom, and he came over, and I went
Oh.
over to his place. You know, the usual thing. But he was
Mm.
the first like origin of my first ever friends group, and he was the idiot back in recess that would like fucking Naruto run around
Oh
in the.
my fucking god.
I had
Uh,
I
I
had
mean,
a
you-
friends group of like 5 people.
better than nothing and so. But,
And
oh.
we were 5 people in that friends group, and we were, well, I wasn't, but they were the idiots that would
They
fucking
will
just
all,
fucking
Naruto
Naruto
runners.
run
Did you
around.
did you know Naruto run?
Did I? I did
Yeah.
it like
Don't fucking lie.
once. I did it once, and I was like, I was embarrassed to do it, and I never did it again. So I remember,
I
like,
just
dude,
imagine.
no fucking joke. I would have like 4 people just fucking Naruto running around me, fucking doing the little shit,
Fucking
doing the fucking
Shinshinken, what the fuck is called?
and fucking like hitting the ground right after, just like as if they're about to fucking like spawn a toad or something, and I'd be looking at them like they're the dumbest motherfucker on the, like, what are you doing? Like, seriously?
I mean, I just imagine like you. I mean, okay, I assume you were a big guy in
Yes.
in that age,
I was
And-
always
and-
the tallest in my class. Always.
and 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 compared to them, they were like small compared to you.
Yes.
Okay, so I just imagine you as King Kong and the Naruto runners as like airplanes. You know the scene. You know the scene where he was at the what was the Empire State Building and just waving
Yeah,
around.
just fucking
Yeah.
slamming the helicopters out of the fucking way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the King Kong. They're slamming, and they're all like the planes Naruto running around you and all that stuff.
So I have this one memory of
Hmm.
just standing there, and I was literally just standing there like under the trees, in my school. We had like 2 trees in the playground that we would usually just hang out under, and one of the guys comes like Naruto running towards me, just like, you know what
Oh
I'm
my
saying?
Fucking god.
And he's
So-
like, bro, like, we're getting attacked.
What?
I think that was
Wait.
that was Blondie
You-
himself. He comes to me and he's like, bro, we're being attacked. You have to come with us. And I'm like, okay. And then I start walking. I don't Naruto run, but the motherfucker's like Naruto running towards the area of attack, and I'm just like walking there normally. You know what I'm saying? And then
I mean, it'd be super weird if he Naruto walked alongside with you.
it just
I mean, yeah. Imagine you just walking like all normal, and he's like this, like that.
Yeah, so
That'd be
that's-
fuck.
so
That'd be
so
extra
they would
weird.
yeah so they actually that day they actually picked a fight with the bullies.
Ooh, that's
You
brave.
know? They picked a fight with the fucking bullies, and I'm the only big guy in the friends group that would actually like be able to fucking, like, I was the only one that wasn't bullied. I was slightly bullied back in high school. Well, back in like middle school, I guess. High school wasn't really, even high school a little bit, but it wasn't like the bullying where, like, you know, they'd hit you and they'd fuck you up and all
No.
that shit. My bullying was verbal because they knew if they swung at me, they're dead. And it was more verbal. They would like literally just just yeah, they would like call me, like feminize my last name. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like my name is Mohammed, right?
Yeah.
And they'd kind of go like, Moo. They'd start fucking doing that shit at me. You know, like they'd start calling me like feminine names, and
I mean, they are saying, but they are saying
which is
in a feminine way, so that should be insulting towards them.
Yeah, but
themselves.
to them, they're feminizing this big fuck off guy who can probably destroy them with a punch. You know what I mean?
I mean, they sound like
So they're making
Like
you
geishas.
sound small. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was. I didn't really give
Really?
too much of a shit about it.
uh,
You know, I just kind of like look at him and be like, seriously, okay,
Just-
like whatever,
just
bro.
okay, and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I was the only big guy, and they were lucky to have me as the big guy of the group, because I remember all of them down. It was like a Naruto battlefield, you know, like after the battle where all of them are just down, like you know, he just cut off my arm with his lightsaber.
What
That dumb shit. Yeah, they fucking do
the
that.
power
Like, they'd be
on
lying on the ground.
it didn't help them.
So I was like just standing there, and like the bullies look at me and they're like, "Get him!" Right? So they get on me. One guy grabs my arm, the other one fucking grabs my leg, and one dude fucking grabs me by the torso and is trying to like push me around, and I'm just like standing, just like this, like because I
It's
have
like-
3 people on me, right?
Uh,
So what I fucking do is I'm just like I do.
Super saying that shit.
No, I just fucking just do this.
It's
Like
basically-
I spread my arms. The dude that's on my hand flies to the other fucking side. The dude that was here falls over, and then I look at the guy who's like grabbing my leg, and I'm like, "You want to fly too?" And he gets off. He's like, "It's okay, man." And he's like, "No, it's okay, man." He gets off my leg, and they all just fucking go away. And then my friends like Naruto run towards me. They're like, "Whoa, bro."
Oh, I mean,
So
okay,
cool.
wow, he can't steal Naruto running after all that fucking shit. I mean, okay, honestly, did they Naruto run at every chance they had?
During that year, yeah.
Oh,
At least
Shit.
on the playground, yeah. Those motherfuckers were Naruto running daily. Like
even in
every
the
day.
grocery store and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
yeah.
Just imagine.
Yeah. That was
I know, man.
that was my first ever, I think, friends group.
Your first friend, I mean, quite an interesting one, to be honest.
Does
But hey.
everybody does the Naruto run, but does anyone do the DBZ? What the fuck does a DBZ
What
run
the
look
fuck
like?
is the DBZ run?
Don't they
Really?
fly? They fly.
Yeah.
Nobody can do the DBZ run
The
unless you can
DBZ,
like
I mean-
float and levitate.
I mean, do they ever fucking did they ever run?
I mean, to be fair,
DBZ?
DBZ is kind of a Naruto run when he used to like be younger, before he learned how to float and use ki.
Ah, shit, it was.
Yeah, he'd like literally his arms would be like to the back. Like they wouldn't bend over. Like it's exactly the Naruto run, but they would he'd keep his back straight.
Just
Yeah.
shake that torso.
Yeah.
Shake the boobies.
Welcome in, Zan.
Ah, damn. We all have been or seen at least one person Naruto run in our fucking childhood and all that stuff.
I mean,
it's so fun.
What about you?
Yeah.
What is your, at least the first friends group you remember?
The thing about me, I mean, first friend group. The thing is, it's like it was one friend group all the way through, but
Just people get replaced.
I mean, the people, Yeah, kind of replace or people like switch between. Okay, so
Yeah.
in so in the town where I grew up in, we were like all Albanians that like that was like together,
Okay.
and other immigrants like some from Iraq, um,
Okay. You were in the
Kurdistan, and all
immigrant
that
town.
stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
basically. So, but in the early stages of my life, it was basically just Albanians. We just stick to each other. But there was like two groups: the older ones and the younger ones, and and somewhere like in between. So we just switched. Like some start to hang out with the older ones, and then some start to start to hang out with the younger ones. I don't know. It just went back and forth and
Yeah.
all that stuff. But in my friends group, it was like, yeah, one was my cousin, and the other, yeah, other Albanians, all that stuff. But
Okay.
when it started to like be more diverse, I guess in the 7th grade, I believe, I had this friend that was like, come to think of it, like later on in life, I guess he was like he showed some symptoms of narcissism,
Hmm.
like a lot. Um, like after school, we usually hang out at his place or his homes, like play video games, and he usually played a movie, the same fucking movie, a karate movie, and I don't remember the movie's name or anything. Well, like midway through or after the movie, we started to like have our own like fights. So it was
Oh,
like,
okay.
you two against me.
You started playing
and
fighting. Okay.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah, but he went quite rough.
You went
With
serious.
so,
Yeah.
he was like, no one's gonna fucking defeat him and all that stuff.
Okay.
So we were there like a few times, and then we like grew tired of him. And I remember one time, it was me and him alone, and we played like Need for Speed Underground 2,
Okay.
and we were like racing it against each other.
Mhm.
And you know what the pit maneuver is? Uh, like there's a car in front of you, and you like push the tail of the
Okay.
other
Yeah,
person's
I
car.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that on his car, and he just
Is your
paused the
car
game.
okay? Oh,
No,
it was
no,
a game.
no.
Okay, I thought it
Yeah,
was real
yeah.
life. Sorry, I got
No,
distracted.
no,
All
we're
right,
not
my
that
bad.
fucking crazy. We're not that fucking crazy. We'll be a fucking menace and all that stuff. Um, and he just paused it, turned off the fucking PlayStation, and he said, "You know, go away, leave." No, that's
Okay.
he was like so fucking, yeah, quite an interesting person.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was like a bit sadistic and all that shit. Oh, speaking of sadistic, so one time me and him at his place as usual, and for some reason or some type of way, we start to play with batteries,
Hmm.
like these kind of batteries.
Okay.
What are they called?
No fucking idea. I just call them the blocks.
Yeah, okay, blocks batteries.
Yeah.
So we like try to, you know what, stick our tongue to it and all that stuff.
Okay.
And
Cool.
and one time he took the battery and just gently first just put it on my like on my tongue, and then just push it on me like, whoa, you fucking crazy. And you know, it's like jolting and all that. What the fuck, man. That dude, oh yeah.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
know
quite
if
a
he's
toxic
alive and all
friend.
stuff. Oh, you know what? Me and another friend, we spoke about it like later on, when we two like adults, and I mean, not long ago, we were.
And you're like,
like,
bro, that guy was fucked up, man.
no,
What am I-"
not just him. The whole fucking group was fucking toxic. You know, I mean, after reminiscing and talking in like a few hours, we're just, you know what? Our upbringing. I mean, we were surrounded with fucking toxic people. I mean, we were like all toxic.
I mean, to be fair, yeah. Again, I was quite the fucking big guy. Nobody fucked with me. Like, I know some people that have fucked with others, you know, but they don't fuck with me because they know, like, I could just literally bash you with my fucking
Yeah.
like slap you and then you're gone.
Yeah, you had that big guy dominance
Yeah.
effect. Or
So I
aura.
didn't. Yeah, nobody like. Even though I was like the gentlest guy on the fucking planet.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, I was so fucking I would never like hurt anyone. I wouldn't punch you. I wouldn't even threaten people to be like, I will fuck you up. I never did any of that. But people still feared my retaliation.
I mean,
So-
you showed the bullies. I mean, you made the bullies an example of what you are capable
Yeah.
of. So basically, that explains it.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking funny. Like,
I mean, I've
Ow.
hurt people by mistake. I broke my friend's arm.
ooh,
Actually, that was one of the
Go
times I
on.
did retaliate. But yeah, that's
Oh.
why people are afraid of my retaliation. Because we were like jumping on the couch in his house, you know, and then the
Okay.
motherfucker just pushed me. I barely budged. You know
Ah.
what? I barely moved like a centimeter back, and I'm like, "Oh, you pushing me?" He flew.
You-
He flew off that couch.
you
Like,
underestimated
literally-
your power.
Literally, it was like the Cartoon Network shit where he flew off the couch. He stapled onto the fucking wall like this, like right behind the couch, and then he fell. In between, there's the couch, there's the wall, and there was like this table here with glass on top of it and like a vase, right? So I pushed him. He stapled
Oh.
onto the wall, fell in between the couch, broke the fucking glass of the table, and the vase dropped on his head. And
Holy shit.
and he ended up with a broken arm. Remember when you were teaching me
And a lot of-
self-defense and I fell on my ass? That's not my fault.
Okay, you have to explain.
I
that
was
one.
So Dina actually came in and signed up to be my pupil when she was going
Who
to
the
be
fuck are you to be a teacher?
well when she signed up to be in the military, she needed to go to the gym in order to pass the physical exam.
Oh, okay.
And at the time, I was a professional basketball player and a jock at the gym because I was fucking bulk as fuck. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
during my prime physical status, right?
Yeah.
So Dina started fucking going to the gym with me, and I gave her like gym exercises to go on even when she stopped going to the gym with me because she had work in another city and shit. You know? So she was like basically my student in a way, and I was like her PE.
Sensei.
Her physical education guy, like
Yeah.
what is it? The coach.
The personal trainer. Coach.
Yeah, personal trainer.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, so that's what I was. Yeah.
And you almost killed her. Like how? What happened? That she fell on her ass.
I don't exactly remember. I remember sending a girl flying like 6 meters in the air. But that was not Dina, that was a different girl. That was a girl in Ukraine.
fuck.
That was
Fuck.
You know what? Maybe I wasn't such a gentle giant.
You're
They
not fucking. If you can like send people fly and all that stuff, truly kind and all that stuff, bullshit, man. You're sending people flying, and just in your fucking presence, like.
Oh, you mean that was before before I was like training you. Yeah, I think she like yeah, we were at my house and like she fucking like kicked me in order to get me away from like get me away from her, right? And
Okay,
she
yeah.
was the one who flew back. So you did MMA.
Yeah.
You know the kick.
Yeah, yeah.
You know the fucking the Spartan
Yeah,
kick,
the front
right?
kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, front kick.
So she tried to fucking
did
do
that,
that
and
to me, and she was the one who flew back. Yeah.
I mean, if you don't use your hip, that's your
Yeah.
fault. You know. Holy shit, man.
To be fair, I
Ah,
weigh like 3 times as much as Dina does. So I don't think she has a
funny.
chance, even if she did use her hip.
It's so fucking funny. Is she
Yeah.
kicking you and just flying away? And she puts the blame on you.
Right? So
Women, am I right? Nah.
yeah, woman, god damn it. So the one that I sent like 6 meters flying into the air was there were 2 girls that I've known since childhood in Ukraine.
Mhm.
And one of them I knew it as like since childhood. The other I knew since she was like the sister of the girl, right?
Mm. Yeah.
And one time I took the younger sister, grabbed her by the arms, and spun her around so that her legs would get off. Like, you're just
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
spinning
No,
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the older sister wanted in on that. And she asked, like, oh, can you do that to me? I spun her around. Everything was normal. Then she got down on the ground. It was good. Right?
Okay.
She got used to it, and I kept fucking doing it to her. She just wanted me to do it. Like, oh, can you spin
Really
me?
liked in some
And
weird
like
way.
she would like she would like call her friends like, oh, look what Mo can do. You know what I mean? And then like she'd be like, spin me. You know what I mean?
Your fucking main
And then-
attraction.
Yeah.
I mean, they get
And then
tickets
one
for-
day,
for doing that.
bro, and then one day I was fucking spinning her, and I slipped on some mud, and I released, and the bitch flew. She was gone, like just like a fucking torpedo. All the way, just
Holy
fucking ballistic missile that shit.
I just imagine just spinning around in the air too. Like
I don't remember. I was too busy like falling. I don't remember what she fucking looked like, but I was like fucking spinning, and then I slipped, and I was like, shit. She just fucking.
Fuck it.
She just continued the momentum forward. Just fucking flew.
Oh my fucking god. Holy shit.
She keeps reminding me of that story every time I see her. Like every time I'm in Ukraine and I meet up with her, and she's like, "Remember when you sent me flying?" I was like, "Hey, you asked for that. Don't look at me."
She got spun around too much.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like that all the time, like what the fuck are you doing? It must be some other fucking.
And
reason.
again, I love how she
Other
goes
than-
like, "Remember how you sent me flying?" No, don't
I mean,
fucking
you
blame
did,
this on me.
but-
You kept asking me to fucking do that.
I mean,
It was
that-
bound
I
to go
mean,
bad.
I mean, did you just do it again? Wait, how old were you guys? By the way.
11? 12?
Okay, so
I was still a big guy. You need to understand that I reached the height that I'm at right now when I was 14. Like, I've not grown a single centimeter since I was 14.
14 years old, you stop growing.
Yeah.
That's like usually people start growing.
No, 14 is when I reached this height, and I never grew a centimeter since. So you need to understand, I was a big guy at 12. I was huge.
Holy shit.
Like, I was an old man.
14?
Yeah, 14 is when I stopped growing.
Wow.
And I was so
Yeah,
upset. I wanted to reach 2 meters, but then, like, at 14, I just stopped fucking getting taller.
I mean,
Jellybean, I
Yeah.
stopped growing at 13. Yeah.
well, height wise.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, at 14, that's fucking crazy at your height.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
you
you're
need
like
to...
almost 2 meters. Like, how far off?
193.
Damn, man.
Yeah, so...
19. No, I mean, 14 years old, and 193. Wow.
Yeah,
I can say that.
This was my height since I was 14. I've not grown a single centimeter in about 14 years.
Ah,
I stopped growing half my life ago, which is actually interesting. Because I'm
yeah,
28.
yeah, 28.
So
Holy shit,
half
man.
my life I've not been growing. I've not grown.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
I mean, I did get fatter. I'll tell you that much.
Hey,
I am
I mean,
a grower. I am not a shower. And if you watch like the stream,
you
I
don't
think
see
if you
that
watch
far.
if you watch like 4 streams ago, I was wearing the same hoodie. I spoke about like my experience in German gyms and about seeing other dudes' penises.
Yeah.
So I am indeed a grower, not a shower, and I spoke
Hey.
about that in grave detail. Yeah.
Low standards first and win, and then they'll be truly impressed after that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, holy shit. Wait, do I have something else?
But yeah, so you
Senior
had that
gang.
talk. How did you end it with that guy? How did you like stop?
I mean, we basically grew out of each other. Basically,
It's kind of hot.
What?
You grew out of each other.
Okay,
It's kind of hot.
relax. No, but it just
You grew away
I-
from each other.
I don't know, but he started to hang out with the older gang,
Okay.
and I stayed with my younger, and I don't know, maybe his older brother like got him in with older gang and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think it was more when I started 4th grade.
Okay.
Because before we were in the same class.
Mm-hmm.
Me, him, and my cousin, the 3 immigrants in our class, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But when I started 4th grade, I was like the only immigrant in my class. And
Okay.
and and I think like when I started to fit in, like trying to fit in with my class, because you know I'm there with them like all fucking day, basically. I think the Albanian friends group start to get offended by it, like I'm betraying the fucking group.
Okay.
Like, oh, you hang out with the Swedes, you're not sticking with the Albanians. It was like basically a prison.
It was a they them complex.
Yeah, basically.
So, not
Yeah.
a they them.
Running,
Sorry, us
why
or
not
them
get up and stretch
complex.
those
Yeah.
Yeah.
soft
Sorry.
cheeks?
Yeah, so it was like a lot of that when we were quite young.
Yeah.
The whole racism tension.
Yeah.
Like, you stick with the Albanians, nothing else. Well, the immigrants, and don't get on the good side, the Swedes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we started to grow out of each other after that. I mean, he basically started to hang out with the older gang, and as I said, like we were like many groups in that immigrants or Albanian circle, and we just switched and trade off naturally somehow. And I don't know what really happened to him, but I had like other friends that was well, it still stays toxic between like because they had newer forms, like other ways of being toxic. So it was like,
Are those Albanians too?
yeah, basically.
Okay. I feel like after spending my New Year with a whole bunch of Albanians, I feel your culture now, at least. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, what happened to that? Because you and Dalia like spoke about it, but
Yeah.
you
it was
didn't
an
give much-
Albanian restaurant.
Mm.
that we spent the New Year's in, and basically all the staff is Albanian. And I think the girl, like so there were two young people. I think they were brother and sister, maybe. Okay, or they were a couple, because the girl had a child. Now they didn't seem to be very touchy, which kind of made me feel like, you know, that they, you know, when there's this dynamic between the two people that they're like, oh, these are dating, or like, oh, they're siblings, right?
Yeah.
So they had the dynamic of siblings rather than
But like being
rather
toxic.
than being together.
Like...
No. And literally, I think one of the dances, like they did a dance routine. Bunny, holy shit! It's been so long since I've seen Bun in my stream.
Oh shit, she's here. Oh well, that's nice.
Hey, Bun. So what they did was they did this dance routine, where like they fucking danced like it was a specific dance, and then they like broke some plates on the ground and like kept dancing. I don't know if it was interpretive dance or it's like some...
was it like in a circle or was like
in a circle?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And they broke some plates at the end. I don't fucking know what that's about. And then they just sweeped it away, and that was it. It was over. But yeah, that was some sort of like Albanian dance routine. I don't fucking know what it was. And then they fucking pulled out once New Year hit. Those motherfuckers pulled out into the back, like into the driveway, in order to fucking set off all the fireworks. They had a hunchback car.
Hunchback car. Wait, I need to Google that up.
Well, it's basically a normal car, except the trunk is like bigger. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a normal. Hatchback. I think is what the name. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hatchback. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and their trunk was just full of fucking explosives.
Fucking crazy people.
And I was like, Jesus, like if an Arab had that. Imagine me as Muhammad just driving around Germany with this many explosives in the back. No chance.
Yeah.
But basically they kept
everywhere.
They kept fucking like lighting them up, and this bitch kept fucking like grabbing the fucking you know, that little
firework there or something.
Oh, and then it exploded. Yeah, she kept holding it by the fucking tail. And it was one of those big ones that you're supposed to like put into like a hole or something.
Yeah.
It was one of those big ones, and she just do it like that, and it would just fly off. And by the end of it, she showed her hand. It was entirely like black because of how burnt it was from those things, and like some of it like got onto her like neck and shit. And she didn't care. She was like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah,
she
kept
fucking doing it. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, holy shit. Like, I mean, I feel sorry for her husband, because this bitch feels nothing. Like, if she can't feel the burning on her hands, like, holy crap.
I mean, she wears the pants.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the relationship.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, good thing they aimed at the sky. In Sweden, immigrants aims at each other. I don't know how it is in Germany.
Wait, you mean the
fireworks? Yeah, the fireworks. Yeah.
Is aimed at the person?
I mean,
don't aim that at people.
That's what they fucking do. For some reason.
Life advice: never aim the fucking fireworks at your friends unless you want them to lose an eye. They did hit some houses with those fireworks. Yes, they didn't aim them very well. They were like bombarding one of the houses. The poor that poor residents of the house. It was fucking.
One time, I mean, I saw that happen one time when we were shooting fireworks. It wasn't from us. I think so.
Okay. One house burned down.
No.
Okay.
I don't know if it got into the balcony or on the roof on top of it.
Okay.
Because we just saw it flying up and just doing a fucking curve. really like at an instant. I don't know what the fuck happened. I think it was aimed up,
Okay.
and for some reason it just curved and just went back down and got into one of the apartments. Got into either, as I said, either on the balcony or or the roof of that apartment.
Did you
So
did you used to do that thing where you'd like break the tail of those things and make it into like a zigzag and shit, and that would like make it fly in different directions?
zigzag?
You didn't do that. So you know those things that like they have a
Yeah,
stick and then there's the little piece of dynamite on the top of the stick, and that kind of pew, and it flies.
Wait, the small ones or the big ones? Or
The
like, are you
small
talking about-
ones.
The small ones.
Yeah. Did
We
you...
held and we threw in like great timing.
No,
I
I
don't
know,
know
but like,
if
did you break the fucking stick at the bottom and made it curve? That way, that thing would like curve a little
think-
bit.
I think we did that like sometimes and just drop it in, and I don't know what the fuck we did, but it just yeah, I think so. We did that. I mean, it was like long time ago. It was just a casual thing that we did, like nothing memorable. I mean, we could just stroll around the town all casually and just fire those small fireworks. Meanwhile, like nothing else.
Oh, fair.
You know,
No,
you-
the town walk would usually be the garlic. You know those little like garlic things that have like rocks inside of them, and you just pop.
yeah, but
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that too. But after New Year's or like weeks before New Year's, we just casually threw those small fireworks around, and like
Okay.
nothing. You know, people like eat chips
Yeah.
and
Yeah, we
and,
just-
and sunflower seeds. Close to New Year's, it turned to
Just-
those small fireworks,
Yeah.
like nothing else.
Yeah. What I want. Yeah, when I was like young, maybe 8 or 9, there was this girl that I was friends with because my mom was friends with her mom, right? Mostly.
Okay.
And my parents sent me to summer camp. Okay?
What do you do in a summer camp?
Well,
Like-
in summer camp in Lebanon, it's like a beach thing. They send you to like one of the beach resorts, and in that summer camp, they teach you to swim, play basketball, do sports. Just kind of
Okay.
like the kids are home the entire fucking time. It's kind of the thing where like they send you to summer camp during the summer
so they can spend
so they
their
can
time
get
with each
fucking
other
rid of
instead.
you
Yeah.
because they're
Have sex and
used
get
to
your
you.
siblings.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. So I was sent to summer camp, and it turns out that the beach resort that I was going to summer camp in was exactly where her mom had what we call a chalet, which is like just a beach house, basically. Not a house, but like an apartment in the resort, you know? Like a small
Yeah.
little place to just kind of like be able to sleep there if you want to, change your clothes, shower. Nothing
Yeah.
too big. It was like just a studio apartment that you can get on the beach resort, right? So yeah, they had one there, and it was ground floor, so that like you could just walk in through the balcony, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I remember I was like running around with the kids and all of that, and then like I see her.
Huge ass guy
Yeah,
walking around.
yeah, no, I
running
see,
around with
I
the
see
small kids.
her waving at me, through on the balcony, like hey, and I like run towards her because she's my friend, and I'm like, hey, dude, what's up? What are you doing here? It's like, no, we live here for the summer, like this is our chalet, right? And I'm like, oh, cool. And then she looks at me and she's like, do you want to come play with the Atari?
Oh shit!
And I like,
Sorry, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, I look back at the group that's like getting further and further away, and I'm like, wouldn't
Why not?
they get upset if I leave? And she's like, nah, they'll be fine. I go in and we end up just fucking playing like tanks, like that little tank fucking game on the Atari.
Yes.
Yeah, we end up fucking playing that, and then we spent all the fucking time like just playing, and then once we're done, I'll be like, okay, I gotta go. It's around the time that like the parents pick the kids up and shit, right? So I go out, and it turns out the entire fucking camp for that day was canceled. All the kids were sent home early because one kid is lost. Which is me.
No fucking way. Really?
Everyone was like, what the fuck? The entire fucking place was searching for me.
Oh yeah.
The entire fucking, not just the summer camp staff, the entire staff of the entire resort were looking for me. And I was sitting there playing fucking Atari.
Oh my god, you're having the best time of your life,
right? And they're like worried because they lost a kid. Like they can get sued. Like what the shit?
When you get back to reality, the whole fucking place get canceled and all that. But that was like, but was that like in the beginning or or in the middle of it?
It was around the first like 2 weeks or so. Yeah, usually summer camp was like 2 months.
Oh my god! You got to cancel.
Yeah.
Oh well, you too got to cancel after like 2 fucking weeks. Holy shit! I'll be fucking pissed. I mean, imagine the parents. I assume they were like, oh, finally, one less child that we need to take care. Oh, and more time for each other and all that stuff. And then you make that thing just cancel all that stuff. They have to bring the fucking kids back and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like they had to like they went code red. There's a child missing in the vicinity of the area. Fucking cancel everything and everyone look for the child. And like block the doors so the child doesn't even get out of the resort. You know what I mean? Like block the fucking doors so that even if the child has been kidnapped, you know, like so that the kidnapper doesn't get out of the resort if they didn't already get out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, why would the kidnapper be still inside? Just continue to collecting kids.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. But like I don't know. It was just like it was a state of emergency in the entire area.
At the same day, you got lost, quote unquote, and just cancel it. Oh damn, that's fucking crazy.
No, that was me. I was the kid that was lost.
Yeah. I know. They canceled the whole place
because of me.
The same day.
Yeah. Because they were searching for me. Yeah. And even my parents were already there, like, to pick me up. Usually they were late, like a little late, like half an hour late. I'd have to hang out at the resort for like half an hour before my parents show up because they had like curfew at work. Oh. So I'd usually hang out at the resort for like half an hour. I'd be like the last kid to be picked up. But yeah, even my parents were there. They were early.
Great timing.
I got yelled at like that when they found out, because like I show up at the basketball court because that's where we're supposed to like wait for our parents. So we sit on the stands and wait for our parents, right? So I show up at the basketball court and the fucking lady that was responsible for like the group just kind of like looks back at me and she's like, and I'm like, what? And she's like, where were you? I was like, I was at a friend's playing Atari.
Just all casual. And
yeah.
And
she was like, dude, what the fuck?
You ruined it, man.
She was like, what the actual shit? We've been searching for you. And then they call, like my parents show up from like 2 minutes later. They're like, oh, he's here. And like my parents I don't even remember how I was punished for that or if I was punished at all. I'm pretty sure I was. My parents would never have let that slide, but I don't remember the punishment. I remember that one day though. That was fucking hilarious.
You got knocked out.
I got seduced.
That's why you don't remember.
I got seduced to play
By the
Atari.
devil.
Yeah, just
It's
Atari
like
and
Adam
chill.
and Eve.
Yeah, it was Atari and chill, and and
And
I
then
fell
back
for it. I
to
went for it, dude.
back to the society. Holy shit.
So yeah, that was kind of fucked up.
Oh man.
But yeah,
Just ruined the whole fucking
I'm
summer
pretty sure I
camp.
was like 8 or 9 at that stage. Like,
Years old.
yeah.
I mean, I hope your communication skills got better after that.
To be completely
Yeah.
fair, my brother does that now. He just
What do you
fucking
mean?
you go to a mall with him or something like that, and then you look around. It's like, where the fuck's Jacob? He's gone. He just
Oh.
fucking walks away on his own. Like, oh,
Has-
shiny. Fucking walks and goes there.
Has it ever happened to you that you got lost in the mall or something like all randomly?
Oh my god, he disappears. Yeah, Jacob just fucking goes off, and then yeah, you look out the window, and then bam, you see him in the distance. Yeah, exactly. He just fucking disappears.
Did it happen while she was visiting or?
Yeah, my brother was here. Yeah, my brother just walks off. Literally, like you have to keep an eye on him constantly, otherwise he's just gone. Like you look away and
Just
then
keep
you
an
look
air
and
tag
he's like
on
he's
him.
not there.
Just keep an
Even
air tag on.
AirTag, yeah, just fucking find my iPhone, find my brother.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But has it ever happened to you that you get lost in the mall or when you're out with your family and such?
I have a great sense of direction. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I will. Okay, so here's 2 things about me that you should know. Okay, I've always been tall. I overcame my dad, or like overgrew my dad, became taller than my dad when I was 12. And
I
my
mean,
dad,
so-
my
such
dad
a
is
fucking-
185. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was 12, I became taller than my dad. Okay? So you kind of need to understand the fact that I was always taller than most people. Even at 10 years old, I was like fucking towering over, like, I would have, I would have been towering over most people. And second of all, I have a great sense of direction. So even if I go like fucking like in a
Zigzagging
forest,
all the-
yeah,
yeah.
zigzagging in a forest, I will remember where I where I went. I will always find my way back. You know, I just have a good sense of direction and memory of where I walked and where I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
And what happens is if I did ever get lost, I'd be able to look around. Like, where are my parents? You know what I mean?
Just seeing above all the fucking people around you.
Yeah, literally,
Like scanning the place.
just like scanning. That's how I find my brother when he fucking disappears. I just kind of look around and
He's
there he is. Yeah, that's how I find him. So I would walk away, but I would be able to find my way back.
Mm.
Right? And it's
yeah.
the same for my brother, but for some reason my parents don't trust him as much as they trusted me to just walk away.
I mean, it's easier to find you too if you're like
I
towering
guess,
all
yeah.
the people. Like I mean, we see him eventually, but yeah, I don't know how tall your brother is.
He's tall, but I don't think he's ever gonna grow to my size. He's always gonna stay
You're the
shorter
superior
than me.
one.
Yeah. Because he's already 14 now, and he's shorter than me. By his age, I was my height.
How tall is he?
I think he's like he's a bit taller than my mom, so I would say he's like 178 maybe. He's not taller than my dad.
He's taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister is fucking short. I think she might be a little bit taller than Jellybean. Was she a little bit taller than you, hun? But yeah. I just gave up and waited because he always came back. Yeah, exactly. So
Wait, you or your brother?
my brother.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm difficult to lose.
Oh, what the
Am I
fuck?
sure about that? Yes, I am. That was John Cena. Yeah, sorry.
Oh man.
I think she's like 5'5", maybe. I think that's not. No, she wasn't that much taller than you. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that was me. You asked me a question. Did I ever get lost? I think one day I did get lost in a mall, and I was, because when you mentioned that, I remember just crying and running to like a random lady. But I was young. I was definitely like 6 or 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was really, really young. You unlocked a memory where I'm just like crying,
Traumatizing.
sobbing, just like just fucking running towards one of the like workers in the mall. Like I know because they're dressed in the clothes of the shop, you know?
I mean, you had good survival instincts at that age, because when I got lost, I just ran around. I just walked around trying to find my fucking family. I cried too. I was like, holy shit, did they fucking leave me? Did they forget me? because I don't know how I got like separated from the group.
Yeah.
I remember we were just in a clothing, like in a clothing store, and for some reason they just disappeared. Like I couldn't find them in the clothing store, so I just went out and started to look around, like in the mall, and I just walked. I reached one end, the other end, walked to the other side, and another end. I was like, I even went out of the mall and looked for the parking, and I couldn't
You
see
walked
the fucking
out?
car. Yes, I
you
walked
don't
out.
do that. You don't
I
fucking do
walked
that.
out.
You had so little trust in your parents that they would just leave you.
Like, the thing is, I went out, looked at the parking, tried to get to the car, and I
You
couldn't
didn't
find the
find
fucking
the car.
No, I was like,
That made you
really
fucking die on the inside. You're like, they actually left me.
yeah, I was fucking scared. Like, holy shit, where's my fucking family? And like, oh my fucking god, they even forget me. Like they did not notice that I was gone. But then later on, they found me. I mean, I think
Crying on the floor, giving up on life,
no,
just
wait.
fetal position.
Yeah, I know. Funny thing is, I went back all the way to the same clothing store I lost them, and there they were, like like, and they were like, hey, where were you? We've been here all the time. Like I had
been here
my
the whole
fucking
time.
adventure. I had my fucking adventure. Walk around the fucking mall, outside the fucking mall, in the fucking parking lot, getting back in. Like, what the fuck do you mean?
Wasn't there like a Cartoon Network show? Wait, yeah, there is. There is. Fucking Phineas and Ferb.
A Cartoon Network show?
I don't think
I
it's
think that was
Cartoon
called
Network. Phineas and
Nickelodeon.
Ferb is like something else. It's Nickelodeon. I don't know, but Phineas and Ferb is basically their parents like are busy doing something. They just go build a fucking theme park in the backyard and all of that. And then when the parents when the parents show up, it's all gone. And that's this Phineas and Ferb. You have your own adventure, and then when the parents come back, it's like they were there the whole time.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah, I haven't seen one episode of that show.
Phineas
But
and Ferb, you should check it out. I think it's a fun show.
is it on Netflix or?
I'm not sure. Can
I mean, I can try that. Yeah, I can take a look later on. But yeah, I had a fucking adventure.
yeah. No, for me the time I got lost is I think it was like in one of the big like product shops. Like, you know, just everything like supermarket. Every mall has a supermarket in it, right?
Yeah.
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 So they have a huge fucking supermarket. I got lost in one of the supermarkets. And you know how easy it is to fucking lose someone in a supermarket? They're like 2 aisles away. And then you're like
Yeah.
fucking like looking around. But then that one time you look into the aisle, they were like in the middle between the 2 aisles and like you didn't fucking notice them or like something like that. It's just so easy to fucking lose someone in a fucking supermarket. So I walked, and then I started looking at like the toys and shit, and then I look around me and my parents aren't fucking there. So I'm like, fuck. So I run and I'm like, where's my parents? There's no one around. And like I run aisle, nothing. I didn't see anything. I didn't find anybody, so I'm like,
Fuck, right? I like how you did it, just slapping your knees. Just
I was like, well, you know what to do now, buddy. Just cries and then fucking runs, running, looking around and staring, and then I find a lady that's dressed in like the supermarket, like official clothing, I guess, or like the vest, you know. I run to her and I'm like, I can't find my mom. and then she takes me to the cashier, where she takes the fucking thing and like calls out like, can Mrs. Oksana like come and pick up her child from the cash. And then my mom comes and picks me up, and that was that. So yeah, I definitely remember that.
Oh man.
And then there was another time that I got lost because my mom was a nail artist, and she was like very well known in Lebanon. Like she did nail arts and stuff like that. And
that is a doctor and a mom that is famous.
Well, not famous, but she was well known in the region that I was in.
You were living great.
No, I was
The
not.
upper class.
No, I was not. My brother and sister are, because my dad got a job that actually like really supports the family very fucking well with like extra spending. But I only got my first fucking laptop when I was like 18.
Ooh, wait, what the fuck? Well, wait, so the school...
I only got my first computer.
Like
when I was
your
18.
very own.
Yeah. Phone, I had a shitty, like one of those shitty Nokia phones. Thank you for the whip, Psyche. I only had one of those shitty Nokia phones just in case I needed to call my parents. Up until the age of 17. Oh, Psyche with the 69.
Oh, is that one?
Welcome back, Psyche.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I was like waiting for that to happen. It's like, oh shit. because we tried that one. It was like, hey, wait, where were you?
Welcome in, Kirika. Sorry.
Your mom was a famous nail.
Yeah.
tech.
So one of my mom's.
One of your moms.
One of my mom's clients.
Oh, okay.
Had a fucking mansion, like a huge villa, you know. And she would go to their villa in order to do her nails and like manicures and pedicures and shit. And one time I got lost in that mansion.
It was that big.
Yeah. And I was a kid. I was definitely, again, 5, 6, right? So I walked out because I was like, you know, hanging around the mansion waiting for my mom to finish the fucking job and shit. And it wasn't a haunted mansion. It was a normal, like, big ass fucking house. It was a huge fucking house.
A Playboy mansion.
It had a hallway that felt infinite.
Ooh.
And there were like several fucking doors. So I ran around and I'm like looking again to find my mom. And every room I walk into is just empty. Like nobody's in there.
I mean, was it like bedrooms and all? Like
they were literally empty rooms. Like they had no furniture in them, no nothing, because the mansion was being built at the time, I think.
Okay.
It was like not fully built, not fully furnished yet. You know?
Okay. So like, hey, it was that big, but he hasn't decorated
Yeah,
created all
not
these
yet.
new rooms
Yeah.
and all this stuff.
So I walked around looking for the rooms. I can't find my fucking mom. No, I was here. Oh, it took 1 minute. Yeah. But yeah, so I walked around and I'm like, where the fuck's my mom? Like, just looking around, go into a room, nobody there. Go into another room, nobody there. Go into a room, nobody there. Until like maybe 5 or 6 rooms later, I give up. I'm like, all right, cool.
Fuck this.
That's it. I'm lost. No, that's it. I'm lost. And again, I went with the. Just fucking.
You know what to do, boy. You're trained for this.
So I just. And I fucking start crying and I fall on the ground this time. I don't go searching around because that's it. I gave up. Like I can't find them anymore. I don't even know how to get out of the mansion. It's so fucking big. I don't know where the front door is. You know? So I just fucking cry and fall down and I start screaming as high as I can. You know what I mean? Like that way, like if she's around, she'll hear me crying. You know? That was my ideology. Just scream as high as you fucking can. And one of the fucking maids that clean up the mansion found me. And she's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I can't find my mom." And then my mom walks out of one of the doors and she's like, "We're here, bro." So then I just
You were like a few doors away.
Yeah, I was literally a few doors away. That was exactly it. I just didn't get to that door. I gave up before I got there.
It reminded me of the image, like,
Please don't do that if you don't find me in a store. I'll just start crying when Jellybean disappears. I'm just like,
a man in his 30s, and you're full grown man, and you have like a deeper voice compared to the when you were younger. So like.
just
That's roaring that fucking market and all this stuff. Just the eyes are shaking, all this stuff.
right. It's everything.
Oh,
the
man.
windows are about to crack. Somebody stop the
Yeah.
man. What the
The
fuck?
products are falling from the
Yeah.
shelf. The bottles are falling.
I would just leave the store. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, even though I am a very like, deep voice motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And like, even though I am like that, but like my laugh is really high pitched, and
Yeah, normally.
Yeah?
Wait, casually or just?
like me laughing, like you laugh in the same tone as you speak. You, Columna. Like when you laugh, you're like, you know? Yeah, see, there you go. But I go, I go like really high. I have a high pitched laugh, and I also have like I can go really high pitched. Like that's the thing about me being like a vocalist, that like I can switch pitches. Like I can cry and it will sound like a woman crying.
Okay, you got me curious there.
Well, you're gonna have to wait until you see me cry one day on stream. I've been very good actually at
talking some traumatic shit.
I've been actually very good. I have talked about some traumatic shit on the stream and I've never cried. And I think that's because mostly what do you call it? Yeah, it's mostly one of those, like when you talk to your psychologist, you don't cry at first because you kind of like you smile through it. Like your body doesn't want you to cry at that stage, so you smile while you tell the story, and that's your body kind of stopping you from crying in that sense. But there's the thing. You want to know what's an interesting fucking thing that happens in psychology is that the person will be smiling while telling you like the most traumatic childhood story ever. And then the psychologist can stop you and be like, "Hold on. You're telling me this really traumatic, like fucked up story. Why are you smiling?" And then the person will just fucking break. Like that's when they will cry their fucking balls out.
funny thing, it happened to me like
Yeah.
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm talking to my therapist and all that stuff, and I have
Yeah.
like a story that
Yeah.
that has been like traumatic, and just as you said, I can say it, I can tell it like all casually,
Yeah.
maybe not smiling, but just yeah, this happened, and blah
Yeah.
blah. But when I did that to my therapist, I, I couldn't fucking speak through. I was like, I just felt it just,
Yeah.
and just meanwhile just crying through.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
and
that's-
and it's so fucking weird too.
Yeah.
That because I was asking my therapist like why does this happen? Because when I tell this to other people, and like it's like no problem, but every time I talk to a therapist and psychologist, just I break fucking down. I don't know if it's because of the context or setting or all that stuff.
Could we show some love for Columna in the chat? Just a little bit of hearts,
Why?
hearts in the
Why?
chat for
What the fuck
for crying Coco. At the
I
therapy.
mean, because they are a safe space.
No, here's
I
the
mean,
thing. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm 1.5 years into a psychology degree personally.
Okay.
I was studying it before the war began, and then when the war began, there was a stop put to it because I couldn't continue going to the university,
Yeah.
or doing anything, and the university was in Ukraine. So, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so there are ways that they teach you, because nobody's gonna trust a psychologist first day. It takes ages to like build that trust and safe space for the person. You know what I mean? You're not gonna immediately
I mean,
open up. Like, how hard is it to open up about your biggest and most traumatizing things in your entire fucking life to someone who you just fucking met?
the thing is, I'm quite easy to open up because it's their fucking job.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Wait. Pause on this.
yeah.
I just realized we just stopped talking about friends group and moved on to this.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's so funny because
That's
it's like
it is, like,
it's
highly-
truly highly
It
distracted.
is, yeah.
But I don't have like any issue like open up. Oh, this is happening. This is what's going on in my head. This is how I'm feeling with a therapist that I'm talking with on the first day. But it's like I have hard time to trust a therapist because how they like navigate through.
Yeah.
I had I had a few therapists that just let me talk and ask questions. Oh, what happened? And yeah, in the week before and all the stuff. And
They're probing.
and
Yeah.
yeah, but it just I mean nothing special happened. We have this issue that's like affecting me. So it's been like so I felt like I mean we are not getting anywhere if we're talking about oh this happened last week and all that stuff. And then I had another therapist. I don't know what the fuck we were talking about in general, because I began okay, this is what's going on. This is what's happened. This is how it like how it's affecting me. And like, you're gonna do that? You're bored? Holy fuck, man!
What?
You just gasped.
It's late at night for me. Shut the fuck up. I woke up early.
Nah,
Keep fucking
nah,
talking.
not just
Yawning.
Yeah, yawning. I was like, what the fuck is that word? But yeah, this therapist just immediately tried to do some methods to fix me. I was like, okay, what the fuck are we doing here? But now my therapist has been just gathering information. My current therapist. So I was like, you know what? You seem cool so far.
Yeah.
So like, hey,
So Um, but yeah, again, in therapy school, like they teach you how to probe, how to get people to open up in that sense. And one of the methods to do that is literally just ask, "Why are you smiling?" The question of "Why are you smiling" will fucking trick your brain
Yeah.
into kind of going like, "Wait, this is fucked up. Why am I smiling?" And then that kind of like shatters the shield that your brain has.
Mm.
Like that, the smile basically it shatters it, and that's when you fucking break down and you start fucking crying like a little bitch. Most
I don't
people
know,
you
I
don't
mean-
want to know why they are smiling. Yeah, to be fair. Yeah.
Man.
All right. So, let me ask you this question: have you ever been betrayed by a friend, Columna?
If I back to friends.
Yeah.
If I ever been betrayed in what way? That's the thing.
Like betrayed to a point where you got really fucking mad and you either ended the relationship, like the friendship kind of deal, just like don't ever fucking talk to me again, or like you continued talking but now you look back at that and you're like, Jesus, you know, like I can't believe you fucking did that. Just what the fuck? Has anyone in chat ever been like truly betrayed by a friend? Like you trusted them with something and they didn't do it, or you trusted them never to do something and then they were the one who did it. You know, like you trusted them never to like push a specific button, you know, but then they pushed it.
Damn, I'm quite blank there, because my, yeah, as I said before, the friends group or the people that I grew up with, they were like generally toxic. They were like not really big betrayals, but it's like, man, what the fuck are you doing this for?
You know, I don't like
I'm
it.
ashamed. Yeah. You know, I like it, but it wasn't that huge effect. Like, we are not fucking talking.
You lost some friends because of that. Sorry, I'm reading the chat here. I meant that I was doing what I was doing was wrong, but they told my secrets and it caused a huge problem in many people's lives. Yeah, exactly. Like they told a secret that you trusted them with, or well, let me tell you one story that isn't as rough, but it was a big betrayal in my head, and my relationship with that person went downhill ever since that day, right? The guy he betrayed me twice. So what happened is that there was one time where one of my best friends at the time started hanging out. Well, we were in the friends group that we were in, that was like post-university friends group, you know? It was the post-university friends group that kind of just, we hung out all the time at this place called 50s. And what happened is that one guy got interested in a girl and brought her into the friends group, right?
Okay.
And that girl decided that no, she doesn't want that guy. She wants
that
this
big fella.
guy. Yeah, this guy is my best friend, or was my best friend at the time, right? So she started hanging out with him a lot more, and he started fucking. He was broke at the time, and I was the one with a job and shit like that, money, you know.
Okay, yeah.
So at that time, he started doing something. Like that one guy who brought the girl into the group. You have to stay with me on this one. Like I'm not gonna draw you a picture here, but the guy who brought the girl into the group.
Can you please give them names so I can like keep track of who is who? Because I assume they're like several people involved in this.
Okay, so Omar brought
Omar
Sandy into
brought-
the group.
Sandy.
Right.
Sandy's the girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he liked Sandy, right?
Wait, Brat or Omar like Sandy?
Omar liked Sandy.
Omar
He
likes
brought
Sandy.
he brought Sandy into the group, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But Sandy was sitting here and decided that, hey, I like this guy. I don't fucking know, John, right?
Yeah.
I like this guy John a lot more, and John is Moe's best friend,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Moe is a little bit of an asshole. He's a bit too blunt, so I don't like Moe, right? But I like John. John is cool, right?
Yeah.
John is fun, but Moe's a bit of a dick, right? And the rest of the group kind of also like they knew that Moe could get a little bit out of
Sandy.
hand. Sometimes he can
Mm.
be a bit of an asshole, right? All of the group,
Yeah.
the rest of the group even knew that, right?
Mm.
But they liked Moe because it was my group, right?
Yeah.
But Sandy didn't like me. So what happened is Omar ended up inviting Sandy and her friends, her girlfriends,
Mm.
to John's house party that was supposed to be boys only. Right? Because his family is
Come
religious
on,
and
man.
they didn't want girls to be like hanging out with the
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
at the house.
Uh.
And he brought them to John's house,
Mhm.
basically, for them to hang out. But his car failed on that night. Omar's
Yeah,
car
Omar, yeah.
failed. Omar's car failed on that night, and he ended up fucking begging and getting into a fight with John in order for John to give him the keys to his own car, like
Oh.
so
what
he
the
could go
fuck,
pick
yeah.
up the girls and bring them to this house party,
Uh.
right?
Mm.
So from that point, John was really fucking upset with Omar, right? Extremely
Yeah.
fucking upset because he
Yeah.
did that, and his mother was not very happy with the fact that like just girls showed up to the party, right?
Mm.
So that happened. So now John wants to fuck up Omar, knowing that this girl is interested in him. He starts hanging out with her a lot more, right? And he starts like hanging out, but this girl doesn't like Moe, all right? She
Mm.
doesn't want to
Yeah.
hang out with Moe because Moe's an asshole, right?
Yeah.
So he starts fucking driving her home and doing all that shit, but the motherfucker's broke. Who the fuck is paying for his gas?
Oh.
It's Moe.
Come on.
Moe's paying for the fucking gas. So he's doing the same thing that Omar did to him by like,
with your
give me
money.
the keys and all of that. He's doing that same shit, but he's doing it with my money.
What the fuck?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so slimy shit.
And then one time I had a and they weren't even boyfriend girlfriend at that point, right?
They were talking. Talking stage.
Yeah. Did John even like Sandy? A little bit, but I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, what ended up happening one day is I was hosting a friends group party at my house. We were gonna like just watch movies and shit. It wasn't like a big thing like the one that happened at John's house, because at John's house we were like 14 15 people, right? At my house it was gonna be just 4 people because it was gonna be a movie night.
Yeah.
Right? And it was me, John, Dina, and Ali, right?
Mm. Yeah.
It was us 4 that were supposed to be in my house, right?
Mm.
So we're hanging out at 50s, and John fucking looks at me and he's like, yo, dude, I need to drive her home. I was like, okay, cool. You gonna be at the house on time? He's like, yeah, for sure. Can you lend me $5 for fuel?
Yeah.
You know, I give him 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Such a kind person.
No, but he's supposed to give it
angel.
back. I just didn't have any change. He's supposed to give me back the rest.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave him 20. So what John does is he fucking fills up for $5, right?
Mhm.
Goes and then uses my money to buy more fucking snacks for the party, which is fine.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like a gray area because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
supposed to bring me my fucking money back.
Yeah,
But at the same time, you brought us snacks for the
Yeah.
movie. And it's not like
and
you can't really be mad.
yeah. And then he was literally like throughout the day he was about to fucking cancel on the whole house party thing.
Okay.
Right? Like even after he drove her, he just called. He's like, "Dude, can I give you your money back tomorrow?" And just kind of like, not come today. And I got so fucking pissed. I yelled at him on the phone while Dina and Ali were over at my house. Like I screamed at him. And Dina and Ali knew that this motherfucker gonna show up at my fucking house. And he was gonna get fucking punched. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So he fucking... Was he gonna keep your car, lol? No, it wasn't my car. It was his car. He just didn't have enough money to fucking fuel it to drive the bitch home. So what happened is that I yelled at him. He got his ass to my house. He wasn't very fucking happy about it. So he came over, bought some snacks with the money, which is fine. I was like, okay. He brought the snacks and like put them on the fucking table, and he was about to fucking walk in to watch the fucking movie. Like walk into the other room. And I look at him, I was like, where the fuck you think you're going? And he looks at me and he's like, are we supposed to be watching a movie? I was like, why the fuck do you look like you don't even want to fucking be here? You know? Like, why are you fucking looking at me like this? And he's like, because I don't. I was like, cool, then get the fuck out. Thanks for the fucking snacks. Yeah, thanks for the snacks. Get the fuck out of my house. Cool. And I kicked him out. He left the fucking house. And then one time, and then like that happened. He apologized the next day. Everything was good. Okay. A week later, John takes the entire friends group, along with Sandy, to my favorite restaurant that is a city drive, like an hour and a half drive away.
Yeah.
And he knows I would be so fucking angry if they all went and ate at the restaurant without me. Because that's my favorite restaurant, you know?
Oh.
Like,
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
going
continue.
there, let me know. Because
Yeah.
I would like, I introduced everybody to this restaurant because I love it.
Habibi, ads are
Don't go
running.
there without
Why
me.
not
If
get
you're
up and
going
stretch
there,
those
I don't
butt
want to drive there
cheeks?
for an hour and a half. I don't want to drive there for an hour and a fucking half and, and be, what is it called?
Left
First-
away.
What website are you guys using to chat? Discord? Just fucking give him my card and I'm like, just fucking whatever. Like, pay for it. Cool. So I go to the fucking table. I look at the guys, and I sit down at the table. And then Billy comes back. Billy comes back. I don't say a single word to anybody on that table. Right? Everybody's sweating balls
Holy shit.
because
just
I
imagine.
am fucking flame hot. Like just I'm about to punch somebody. You know what I mean?
I can see how tense it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, at that moment, it's like full silence.
Yeah, so I sit down at the table, and I'm like, "All right, cool." Now Billy comes back with the fucking check. It's like, here's your money, like here's your card back and everything. Like, okay, everything is paid for. All right. So I'm
yeah.
like, all right, hey Billy, can you get me like 20 wings and a burger, please? And no words on the entire fucking table. I wait for my order. Nobody's eating. I eat my burger and I eat my wings and I drink my Pepsi. Full on silence. Everybody's sitting there just watching me eat.
It's just so fucking awkward. It's just such fucking tension.
Yeah. I was doing that on purpose. I was like, your
Such a
date
devil.
didn't want the asshole to be here. So I'm about to show you how much of an asshole I can be. You know what I'm saying? Hey Mo, hope you're good. Hey Melodic Hammond, what's up, buddy? How you fucking doing, dude?
Oh my
Yeah.
fucking God.
So I'm sitting here just fucking flaming, just like boiling on the inside. I eat my burger, I eat my hot wings, I finish, I give Billy the money for my meal,
Mm.
and I'm like, all right, let's go. And I get up, and
Let's
everybody
go?
gets up, and everybody gets up.
Oh, such a power move.
Yeah, it's just I get
Such a
up,
power-
everybody gets up, everyone gets in the fucking cars. Some people get in with me, right, in the car, because they had to cram themselves into one car,
Yeah.
which was John's car. Wait, no, they had to cram themselves into two cars, and it was like 12 people. You know what I mean?
Oh damn! What the fuck?
So 3 or 4 people came into my car because at that point I had a minivan. So I could fit in 7 people in my car, right? At the time. So a bunch of them sat into my car. And I remember the moment I fucking just drove away. Right? The dude sitting next to me just goes like, Mo, can we talk?
After all that time, well, I mean,
Yeah, and I'm just like sitting there driving. I was like, go ahead. And that was it. It was pure silence for 45 minutes. Nobody said a single fucking word. I came in. I had my meal in front of everybody. Not a single person was fucking eating. I had my entire meal. I didn't even ask if anybody wanted anything because I know they fucking ate already. I paid the goddamn bill. Everybody's bill. It wasn't just John's bill. Everybody's bill. I paid for everyone's food that day. Yeah. And I just like got up. So on the road back, I made the 3 other people, the 3 people that got into my car, explain the entire fucking situation to me. And ever since then, I've not spoken to that guy. Well, it's not that I've not spoken. Ever since then, the relationship just deteriorated.
Yes,
And
yeah, no reason to fucking talk or.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, we spoke, we hung out a few times, but ever since then, like, it's just deteriorated. We've not been the same friends ever since. He's not been my best friend or anything of that sort after that kind of betrayal.
Holy shit.
I can be an
That was-
intimidating motherfucker. If you fuck me up, I will make you have the worst day of your life.
It's so funny. Oh man.
That reminds me of my trip. Lol, PTSD with your brother. What trip? What happened?
the
They
fuck
already ate
happened?
by the time you were there. Yeah, they already finished eating by the time I was there.
And they were just looking at you.
Yeah.
Wait, were you sitting at the center? Like that like you had people on your left and people on your right. So like a godfather.
So I don't know. Like so there was we had a big table. There were 5 seats, and then 2 seats at the edges. Right?
Yeah.
I sat down in the middle, right here.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
so
it's
that
such a-
everybody can watch me eat.
That's
I
fucking great.
had 39 minutes in that car to boil and like make a plan on how to fuck these people's day up. You know? And in that 39 minutes I was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna come in, pay for the bill, and eat. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna fucking eat. They ate. I want to eat. It's my favorite restaurant.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
why not?
I
With your
have to
friends
eat.
and all that stuff,
Yeah.
and your best friend included.
Yeah, and that was that.
Oh man, that was fucking crazy.
All right. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah, so that was my betrayal story. But yeah,
Fuck.
so I don't know. It's gonna be on fucking Spotify. It's gonna be on YouTube, and yeah, dude, it was fun to
Hey.
catch some of it. Yeah, it was the first fucking time we ever did a podcast. So please go follow ColumnaT. Like genuinely, I wanna get this motherfucker affiliate. He has some of the nicest ideas for streams, and I'd love to see him actually like implement some of them. And not having redeems and stuff like that is really limiting his creativity, and it's really limiting the potential that he could have in general. So yeah,
He cooks on stream. I did that before, but
he doesn't cook
I should.
anymore. I do now. I did a cooking stream on Saturday.
I could. I mean, I can have some cooking stream too, but
Yeah,
just
those are
all
fun.
random days.
Yeah, those are fun.
But yeah,
Yeah. So, anyways, you have any closing words, Coco?
damn, I didn't think this part through. I mean, thank you for the podcast. Thank you, and thank to all the viewers and chatters for
Was it
being here.
fun? Did you
I mean,
enjoy
it was
it? How was it? How was your first podcast in your opinion?
my first part. Yeah, I mean, it was like it went surprisingly well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it felt like it went well, and like in overall four. Ugh, I can't fucking talk too.
Beautiful.
For our first
Put Coco on
podcast.
the spot, and he will start.
Yes.
All right, yeah, go on.
And it's like my first podcast, like at all time, and yeah, I mean overall it felt quite good, quite interesting to have these talks. Overall good. That's the only thing that comes to my mind, and
Oh.
and I enjoyed it. So I will try to work on the content with you,
Yeah,
or like what kind of topics we can do and all that stuff.
indubitably. I think it'll be super fucking fun.
But
And
how about you? How about you?
I like it. I enjoyed it. It's refreshing to just fucking have a just chatting stream where you like discuss. I like the fact that the chat was into it as well, because like as a general, the chat was really active and they seemed into it, especially at the end there, like when I started telling the story about John.
You got them hooked in.
Fucking John.
Fuck him. Fuck John.
Yeah,
Everyone in
fuck
chat.
John.
Fuck John.
Fuck John. Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it. I think it's fun, and I'd like to have like more. Maybe not every week, maybe every 2 weeks. I think would be a good start for podcasts.
Maybe, I don't know. It's your show, but I know it's like to come up with topics and such can be quite.
Yeah, because I feel like if we do it every week, it like eventually it will run out of shit to fucking talk about.
Yeah. So we need to like find like a sustainable.
So like give it. Yeah, I think every 2 weeks is good. Twice a month podcast, I think, would be pretty fucking good. And it will be about just like life, and I'd like the chat to continue, like, you know, talking, participating, being part of the podcast, and all of that beautiful fucking shit. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Episode 2 when? Not next week, the week after. Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks on Tuesday.
In the beginning,
Does that sound good? Yeah.
And we'll see if we.
Yeah,
will
dude.
do
If this becomes much more of a popular thing, we might do it
more frequent.
We might do it more frequently. But yeah. What's the topic? I'll put it in the Discord. I'll start putting the topic in the Discord like maybe 3 or 4 days before we actually do the podcast. Or I'll announce it on the Saturday before. We discuss the topics afterwards. Today was friends. I don't know. Next time, I think
I mean,
We'll-
it feels
we'll
like
see.
we had more things to talk about in the Friends topic. So who knows?
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably get back into it, even though it's a different topic.
Yeah, because I mean we're highly distracted.
Yeah,
anyway,
it's
so
again
we
highly
span out.
distracting. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll see you guys
Kisses,
on fucking Thursday.
everyone.
Don't get fucked in the ass.
Hey, this is what you came for. Blood on the game bowl. Everybody drop it like rainfall. This is your moment. Eyes on a puppet. Kid think church just open. And they're singing your praises. La la la. Screaming your name. La 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 la. One more step, you're immortal now. 'Cause once you play God,